What's up, guys? Hey, it's your girl Imani Way. In today's video, I want to talk about the conversation that I keep having with friends, family, co-workers. I mean, I feel like everybody comes to me for this because they see that I'm obviously trying to pursue my passions and they see that it's kind of working for me. And in this video, I want to discuss how to make your passions work for you and how to find out what you're passionate about. I feel like this is going to be a really good video. I'm hoping that I can make it under 10 minutes or less. And if you end up liking what you see here, please do give me a thumbs up and share with a friend. I do often ramble at times, so I'm gonna pull up my Trello board on my phone. Anybody else using Trello out there? Because I really made some good points and I wanna make sure that I address them all. For those of you guys who are new here and you've never seen my face before, you've never seen this Black Girl Magic here before, I want to let you know that I am a published author of Breaking Up with a Bad Girl. I decided to leave Texas and wander off to California with my dog and my cat this year. And I am all about teaching other people how to live a life full of wonder. I have moved 9 times in the past 7 years. And there was one point in my life where I literally quit my day job, my 9 to 5, and went off to Greece and didn't have a job for 3 months before finally landing the one that I have now as a project manager. So with that being said, that's some background about me. You can find out more about me on my Instagram or through my book, Breaking Up with a Bad Girl, that you can find on Amazon. So I feel like the background is important to share because who am I to talk about passions? Like, is she even doing what she's passionate about? And yes and no. So I'm in the process of really learning more about myself, and I feel like the more that you go throughout this journey of life, learning about you and what you like and what you don't like, you start to realize what you are truly passionate about. And I'm excited about this journey, you know, and I hope that you are too for your own life. The first thing that I feel like you need to know before trying to make your passions work is, what are you passionate about? Like, how can you identify those things? I always think that your passions are connected to what you're naturally good at and what you're naturally interested in. So for example, if you find yourself watching TV shows and you're thinking, man, I feel like I could make a bomb TV show and oh my gosh, that would be so cool. You might be passionate about production, entertainment, so perhaps maybe decide to, you know, pique that desire by screenplay writing or learning more about production, you know what I'm saying? So that could just be a good example. Or if you find yourself gravitating on Pinterest towards everything travel related and you have this desire to just pick up and travel, obviously after COVID, then you might be passionate about travel and, you know, maybe packing up like 3 luggages and just traveling the world. So really just pay attention to where your attention and your interest naturally gravitates to. You know, it doesn't feel forced. Like, you won't see me watching makeup videos. Clearly I have no makeup on right now. I'm not going to be watching makeup videos. I'm not passionate about that. Do I have makeup? Do I wear it? Absolutely, I love it. But am I passionate enough to sit there and try to figure out how to be a makeup artist or figure out how to make that as an income for myself? No. Figure out, number one, how and what you find yourself naturally gravitating towards. The second thing I would say is figure out, what are you good at? Like, what are your gifts and talents? And this may be hard for people that are self-critical or that don't spend a lot of time with themselves to figure this out. So if that's you, then I would ask your friends and family that you love, like, hey, what would you say I'm good at? It might be encouraging people. It might be being organized, right? So ask your friends, if you don't know, like, what are you naturally good at? And then also reflect on your life. Like, were you playing sports in high school that you actually loved? So maybe you may have a desire for fitness and wellness that you may not really know about because you've kind of slept on that idea or that passion of yours for a while. Reflect on your life. Like for example, using me again, I was writing when I was 12 years old. I used to keep journals, guys, of spiral journals of me writing, you know? So the same thing, like, I reflected and said, wow, I've been writing for a long time. I'm passionate about writing, and I ended up publishing a book. So reflect on that. Now that we know and have reflected on what our passions could possibly be, and again, if you don't know what you're passionate about, then you need to spend more time with yourself. Pay attention to what excites you and what doesn't excite you. Make a list and pay attention to yourself and what you get excited about, and really spend some more time with yourself. I mean, we're in quarantine, like, you know, some places have opened up, whatever, but you're spending a lot more time with yourself this year. You should probably start to gain an idea of what you're passionate about. Now that you know, okay, now that you know what you're passionate about, how do we actually make these passions work for us? Now I'm talking about actually bringing in $1, and I'm also talking about how to integrate your passions into your everyday lifestyle, whether that's literally every day or on your blog, on your Instagram, your YouTube, whatever that may be, right? How do we make passions work for us? The first thing that I have on here is to incorporate it into your everyday lifestyle. So if you're not doing it every day or nearly every day, and you're seeking to make it financially work for you or for you to earn a profit from your passion, then you want to consider that passion that you're trying to turn into a profit. It needs to be a lifestyle for you. So for me, for example, you know, I'm now learning more about how to live a sustainable and organic and green life. So as I'm learning more about it, I've already been passionate about ocean awareness. Now I'm learning, like, how can I help the ocean without necessarily, you know, cleaning up the ocean? Like, what can I do with my actions every day to do that? So when I get to a point of doing this and making this a complete lifestyle change, you'll see me talk about it more on my blog. You'll see me talk about it more on my Instagram, because it's becoming a natural thing and a natural part of my lifestyle. And then I'll start making blog posts about it and getting paid for blog posts as well, because it's a part of my lifestyle. All right, so are you an expert in this area? That's the second question you want to ask yourself. Like, if you're planning to make profit off of your passions, you want to ask yourself, are you an expert in this area? So this is when imposter syndrome is going to kick in and make you feel like, no, you're not. Your girl, boo, somebody else is smarter than you. But if you find yourself always telling your friends this or preaching this to people, you're probably an expert in this area. Don't downplay yourself. So for another example, people are always coming to me when it comes to, especially since I've just recently published my book, about publishing a book. Or I've also had people come to me about passions. Like, I don't know what I'm passionate about, Imani. I mean, I've literally been having this conversation for such a long time now. And I truly believe that I could be an expert in this area. So if I wanted to later down the road have a course where I talk about this in depth, I'm gonna feel comfortable charging about it. You know, if later down the road I want to, you know, charge people for coaching calls about finding your passions or turning your passion into profit, I'm gonna feel comfortable about it, because I've had several conversations with friends, I've had several conversations with coworkers, and I'm comfortable in this area and I'm walking it out in my own life. So same thing for you. Figure out, what do people naturally ask you, or what do you find yourself repeating or preaching even? I'm gonna pivot now. So we've talked about how to find them. We talked about, you know, how to make a profit or to make it work for you. Now I want to talk about, like, creating a space for all your passions. This is when I bring up blogging. This is when I bring up writing a guide, writing a book, an ebook, somewhere where you can basically almost showcase what you're passionate about, and you can connect with other people who are also passionate about that. If you are interested in having a blog, for example, you know, you definitely want to you know, connect all your passions on there. I believe, yes, it's important to have a niche an audience in mind, but if you are literally so excited to talk about what you're talking about, whether it be nutrition, travel, yoga, Jesus, then put it all on your blog. Like, put that all into one place, create a space for it. Same thing with your Instagram. If there's a way that you can integrate all your passions, do that. If you're feeling hung up on how to integrate with all your passions, then that just means that you need to spend more time doing research. Maybe find some Instagram influencers that you follow, or some bloggers that you follow that are doing a similar thing and speaking about a similar thing, and see how they're doing it. Not to copy, but to get an idea of how you can eventually do that. You know, and another thing that you can do with this as well is to find a Pinterest board and create everything on Pinterest, and what you see yourself naturally adding or saving on Pinterest also connects to what you're probably passionate about. I hope that was really good, guys. I hope that now you all are understanding. Hey, Chloe, my cat is just meowing down here. I hope that you guys kind of get a better idea, more insight to finding what you're passionate about, how to make that work for you moving forward, and then also creating a space for it. If you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. Again, thanks for watching, guys. And if you're watching this on IGTV, because I do plan to share it there, check out my YouTube channel as well. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.